And welcome back, Cody's Caravan in West Sacramento. Today we're standing in front of one of Terrence's pieces right here. Now this was a memorial piece.
Yes, yeah, we did this in 2014 for a local farmer that passed away. And so we memorialized him. He was a big biker. So we went to his farm and got all these parts and pieces and created this on his behalf with the city of West Sacramento. So.
Now, when you're doing a piece like that for somebody, a memorial piece like that, and this one that we're talking about 9/11, I'm guessing that adds to the emotional and the pressure and everything, because you really want to do a nice job.
Well, yeah, it's so much different than if you're just doing something that is a concept that it doesn't, celebrate a life or the loss of life or something like that. So when it's your task to do that, and Mary and I felt this the whole time, especially with 9/11, like you want to talk about a lot of weight on your shoulders, but in a good way. It's kind of life-changing, you know. I mean, it really makes you take stock and think about things, and so we were able to do that, and being a part of it is it's amazing. You know?
The design that Mary did, I'm telling you, it just, like when I saw it, I knew what you were going for. Yeah, I knew what you were going for, but you guys left it open so people could actually touch some of the metal from the piece. Now tell us how you got the metal, because you can't buy this.
No.
And it just kind of showed up at your place.
Well, yeah, what's really odd is it's a thing with these relics, or they're considered a national treasure, and they're an archive. So they can't change hands for money. And if you're the steward of these pieces and you have them left over, you save them and wait till somebody else needs them. And so it's like it's one of those kind of community things. And so another artist had several I-beams and other pieces that were left, and he sent us multiple pieces. And so we did have some left over, and we've since passed those on to be used again. And yeah, so it's really neat. And when they show it, and he paid for the shipping. It's just like one of these things where it's like, this is part of our history, it's part of our culture, it's who we are today, this event, and it's part of history. And so to be a part of American history and hold it in your hands, it's really intense, and it's neat. Yeah,
that is really interesting.
Yeah.
That's really interesting. And when you designed it, you designed it with a hole so people could actually reach in and touch it. What was the idea behind that?
So we used actually the firefighter emblem sort of look, and we called it a window of remembrance. And I was only about 4 years old when this event took place, but I think it's great to be a part of this project, because it's never forget. And I think it's good for, the younger, community to learn about this story and to never forget, So I think it's truly moving.
Honestly, I thought the design was just perfect. It was just perfect. Have you guys heard from the firefighters? It's been a year now.
Oh, yeah. The chief, Chief Brandon, he's a wonderful guy, and he sends us pictures and relates stories. And in fact, when we did it in the studio, it seemed really intense at night. And we took it down to Texas, and you take it outside, and the lights kind of washed out on it. And he called me and he said, "Hey, these lights really aren't bright enough. We need to do something about it." And I was like, no problem. So we fabbed up some brackets, and we sent more lights down to him. Of course, we don't want anything. We just want it to be what you guys want. And so his guys climbed up in there, mounted more lights, and now that thing is like a beacon out in front of there. And during the day you drive by, and it's like instantly recognizable. It's like, that's the World Trade Center. And the names we did abstractly around it and spaced it differently, so it looks like windows. So it really gives you it instantly. That's like Twin Towers. And then you get closer and you're like, wait a minute, there's a window, and then there's a big piece of metal in there. So it was a big comprehensive thing, and we wanted it to be special, and the feedback we're getting is everybody just loves it. So
you guys did such a great job, We'll talk some more about this. Okay. I am so fascinated by this. Like it just to me, it's the perfect piece. It really is a perfect piece. All right, back to you guys in the studio there.
Wonderful. All right, if you want to send the Caravan somewhere specific, reach out to us and you can send your ideas for Cody's next Caravan. You can email it, goodday@kmaxtv.com. Put Cody's Caravan in the subject line.